I feel like I didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do. I didn't get to contribute as much as I wanted to contribute, so that's all I meant by that. Everybody comes into a season thinking they're gonna have this outstanding, accolade, achievement, season. So it was really hard because coming in, there was a lot of different conversations of how it was gonna play out. So just it fluctuating throughout the season, it was a lot of highs and lows.
Nalyssa Smith just blew up Twitter with a cryptic message. Her Instagram, Indiana Fever's gone from her bio. Is this the end for Smith and the Fever? Fans are losing it. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. You know what's crazier? This isn't just about Smith. There's a Clark connection here that's got everyone talking. Is Caitlin's arrival shaking things up more than we thought? The WNBA world is on fire with theories. Imagine this: the Fever fighting for a playoff spot and their star players dropping social media bombs.
I feel like I'm the type of person where I just be putting like a lot of stuff to the side and try to keep like the main thing. I'm here to play basketball, and it's also like, there's only so much you could say when you're here. I've been hearing that a lot, but I didn't think it was a goodbye. It was more so just like, me appreciating all the people that did help me get through this season.
This isn't just drama. It's a potential game changer for the whole league. What if Smith leaves? What happens to the Fever's chances? Let's talk about what's really going on here. There's more to this story than just a tweet and a bio change. We're gonna dig into the real reasons behind Smith's cryptic moves. You won't believe what we've uncovered. You think CaitlinClark's just scoring points? Wait till you see how she's changing the whole game off the court. The WNBA's never seen anything like this before. Clark's not just a player, she's a phenomenon. Let's break it down. The Indiana Fever just shattered WNBA viewership records. We're talking 2.5 million average viewers, with a peak of 3.4 million. That's insane. And it's all because of Clark. She's not just bringing fans to the game, she's bringing them in droves. But here's where it gets wild. WNBA merchandise sales have skyrocketed by 450% since Clark joined the Fever. You heard that right, 450%. Fans aren't just watching, they're buying everything with Clark's name on it. It's like the entire league got a shot of adrenaline. Now you might be thinking, great for Clark, but what about her teammates? That's where things get interesting. Nalyssa Smith, who was the Fever's star player last season, is feeling the Clark effect in a big way.
I just put I don't know what the future holds, because in this league, so many players jump around, get traded, get waived, get this, get that. So it's like, I could have said the same thing last year, this year. I don't know what my future holds. It's just about, this offseason is going to be super important, getting the work in, going to play overseas, making sure I'm in shape, making sure I just take care of myself. So that's going to be, big leading up into my 4th year. Knowing you belong here. You got to know you belong here, and you got to know you could compete in this league, you could play in this league. So that's what I do know about myself. I've been playing basketball my whole life. So I know what I could bring to the table. I know what I could prove. So
her scoring average has dropped from 15.5 points per game to 10.4 this season. That's a huge shift. Imagine being in Smith's shoes. You're the team's go-to player one season, and then suddenly you're sharing the spotlight with a rookie who's taking the league by storm. It's not just about points. It's about attention, endorsements, and your role on the team. The pressure on the Fever is through the roof now. Every game is a big deal. The media's always there, the fans are expecting miracles, and everyone's watching to see what Clark will do next. But what about players like Smith? They're dealing with a whole new level of scrutiny. Think about it. Clark's success is amazing for the league, but it's changing everything for her teammates. Some might thrive under the new attention, but others, they might be feeling the heat. And that could explain why Smith's dropping cryptic messages on social media. It's not just about jealousy or competition. It's about adjusting to a completely new team dynamic. Clark's presence has turned the Fever into a whole different beast. Players who were used to being the center of attention now have to find their place in Clark's orbit. But here's the thing, this isn't necessarily bad for the team or the league. It's just different, and sometimes different can be uncomfortable, especially when you're trying to figure out your role in this new Clark-centric world. So when we see Smith's cryptic tweets and changed bios, we're not just seeing random drama, we're seeing the ripple effects of a major shift in the WNBA landscape. Clark's impact goes way beyond her own stats. She's reshaping the entire league, and her teammates are right in the middle of that transformation. While everyone's focused on Clark's impact, Smith's story is taking an unexpected turn. Her latest tweet talks about love for her teammates, but fans are reading between the lines. What's really going on with the Fever's former star? Nalyssa Smith's cryptic tweet has set the WNBA world on fire, and it's not just about basketball. There's a personal element that's got fans buzzing with theories and speculation. Let's break down what Smith actually said in her tweet. Smith wrote, "The love I have for my teammates will forever be unmatched. Thank you for always checking in with me, for making sure I'm straight." On the surface, it sounds like a heartfelt message of gratitude. But in the context of her recent social media activity, fans are seeing it as a potential farewell. Here's where things get interesting. Smith's relationship with Dijanai Carrington is playing a big role in this drama. After a game where Smith was benched, Carrington posted a supportive message. Smith initially responded to it, but then deleted her response. This back and forth has left fans confused and worried about Smith's loyalty to the Fever. The deleted post supporting Carrington is a big deal. It's not just about two players being friends. In the high-stakes world of professional sports, every social media move is analyzed. Fans are wondering, is Smith closer to Carrington than to her own team? Is there tension in the Fever locker room we don't know about? Fever fans are on edge. One fan commented, "If you don't score 20 points tomorrow, just know we're requesting a trade." That's some serious pressure. Imagine being in Smith's shoes. You're trying to navigate your personal relationships, team dynamics, and fan expectations all at once. It's no wonder her social media is a mix of gratitude and cryptic messages. But here's the thing. Smith's tweet isn't just about her teammate. It's about her emotional state. She's thanking them for checking in and making sure I'm straight. This suggests she's going through something personal, something that's affecting her both on and off the court. Now, let's connect the dots. We've got Smith, a player who was the star of the team last season. Enter CaitlincLark, the rookie sensation who's changed everything. Add in Smith's close relationship with a player on another team, and the pressure from fans to perform. It's a perfect storm of personal and professional stress. Smith's cryptic messages aren't just random drama. They're a window into the complex world of a WNBA player trying to find her place in a rapidly changing league. Her social media activity is telling us something important about the human side of professional sports. Think about it. Smith is expressing love for her teammates while also hinting at personal struggles. She's showing loyalty to the Fever while maintaining a close relationship with a player from another team. And she's doing all this under the intense spotlight that comes with being CaitlincLark's teammate. This isn't just about whether Smith is staying with the Fever or not. It's about the emotional toll of being a professional athlete in the age of social media. Every post, every like, every deleted tweet becomes part of a larger narrative that fans and media dissect endlessly. Remember when the Fever were 110? Now they're knocking on the playoff door. But just as things are looking up, internal drama threatens to tear it all down. Is there more to Smith's tweet than meets the eye? The Indiana Fever have pulled off a miracle turnaround this season. They've gone from a dismal 110 start to fighting for a playoff spot. Right now, they're sitting pretty as the number 6 seed. That's huge! But here's the thing, just when they should be celebrating, there's trouble brewing. Nalyssa Smith's cryptic tweet isn't just causing fan drama, it's throwing a wrench into the Fever's playoff plan. Think about it. You've got a team that's finally clicking, winning games left and right, and then boom, your star player starts dropping hints about leaving. That's not just bad timing, it's potentially disastrous. Let's talk about Smith's role on this team. Yeah, her scoring's down from last season. She's averaging 10.4 points per game instead of 15.5. But don't let those numbers fool you. Smith's still a key player for the Fever. She's starting in almost every game and playing close to 25 minutes each time. That's not someone you can just replace overnight. Now, imagine you're in the Fever's locker room. You fought hard all season to turn things around. Every win has been a battle. And now, just as you're about to taste playoff success, there's this cloud of uncertainty hanging over everything. Smith's tweet isn't just about her. It's affecting the whole team's chemistry. You know what's wild? The Fever have to decide if they're going to address this drama head-on or just push through and hope for the best. It's like they're standing at a crossroads. Do they sit Smith down and hash things out? Or do they just focus on winning games and deal with the fallout later? This isn't just about one player or one team anymore. The Fever situation is shining a light on a bigger issue in the WNBA. How do teams balance individual player concerns with team goals? Especially when social media can turn a private issue into a public spectacle overnight? Think about the pressure these players are under. They're not just athletes, they're public figures. Every tweet, every Instagram post, it all gets analyzed to death. And for someone like Smith, who's trying to find her place on a team that's suddenly all about CaitlincLark, that pressure must be intense. But here's the kicker. The Fever can't afford to let this drama derail their season. They've worked too hard to get to this point. Every game from here on out is crucial. One loss could be the difference between making the playoffs and watching from home. So what's the game plan? The Fever need to find a way to keep Smith engaged and motivated. They need her at her best if they want to make a real playoff run. But they also need to address whatever's causing her to send out these cryptic messages. It's a delicate balance, and how they handle it could make or break their season. You've got to wonder, is this the new normal for WNBA teams? With social media and rising star power, are we going to see more situations like this? The Fever's handling of this situation could set a precedent for how teams deal with internal issues in the social media age. Let's not forget the fans in all this. They're the ones who've stuck with the Fever through that rough start. Now they're watching their team's playoff dreams potentially unravel over a tweet. That's gotta be frustrating. But it's also a testament to how invested WNBA fans are in their team. Alright, let's recap this wild ride with Nalyssa Smith and the Indiana Fever. We've got cryptic tweets, CaitlincLark changing the game, and team drama right in the middle of a playoff push. Talk about bad timing. So what's next? Smith might be eyeing a trade, especially with her scoring down and all this attention on Clark. But here's the thing. The Fever need Smith if they want to make a real playoff run. They've got to find a way to keep her happy and playing her best basketball. Can the Fever balance Clark's star power with keeping the rest of the team firing on all cylinders? That's the million-dollar question. And it's not just about the Fever. This could set the tone for how WNBA teams handle star players and social media drama in the future. The next few weeks are going to be intense.